Okay, because my phone doesn't have much storage on it, I only have 9 minutes to record this, so there might be a part 1 and part 2. But this can be my paranormal video, like Paranormal Experiences. I don't know if this was it, but when I was like 3 or something, I woke up, I got out of bed, and, okay, there were stairs like this, like, there was a hallway, my bedroom, like, facing the hallway, and then at the end of the hallway was a window. I started screaming because I saw faces in the window. My dad was like, "Katie, there's nothing there." And he told me to go back to bed. And then the next one was the night my grandpa died. I had a dream about him. And it was really weird. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember he was in it, and that was the first time I ever had a dream about him. Then the third time, which was the worst time of my life, I used a Ouija board, and for those of you who have used this and had extremely bad experiences with a certain entity that came up, I don't suggest you listen to this next part because even the name of it makes me cringe. This is hard. So my friend and I made a Ouija board on paper and cardboard, and we just made it with Crayola markers. And we used a shot glass. And my friend and I, we asked if anybody was there. It went to yes. And then my friend asked who it was. No, she told me to ask a question, and I asked who it was. And it, 5 times, it went from Z to O, and then back and forth like that. And then I started seeing a person in front of me. And it was like that black and white static on the TV, but in the shape of a person. And then I started having a really bad panic attack. And it started spelling out haha until we ended it. And I didn't end it correctly, so I technically did not say goodbye. And then for a few months after that, I started showing, oh, she also asked whose energy it was feeding off of, and it went off the board and hit me right here. So that was fun. And I started showing signs of demonic attack. I have the signs up here. I'm going to show you which ones I was having. Thinking thoughts that are not you, having sudden depression, having suicidal thoughts, having fits of anger or rage that are unusual for you, feeling hopeless, your pets start acting differently around you, your close friends start questioning your thinking or behavior, excessive fatigue, feeling like you're being pulled to do the wrong thing, feeling like you're being pressured to do something you don't want to, hearing voices or thoughts in your head that are negative, persuasive, or commanding you to do something. Deep or severe personality changes like fear or wanting to be isolated all the time. Suddenly having creepy or scary feelings. Recent feelings that in an area like your house there's something heavy, depressive, or oppressive. Feelings of being under attack or threatened when others don't. Finding it hard or impossible to pray. I'm not a Christian, so you get to a certain point when you are that scared that you're not a Christian, but you are okay, please help me. I hope nobody is offended by that, but that's seriously how bad it was. Finding it harder or impossible to spend time with Christian brothers or sisters. Sudden and unexplainable anxiety. And that's all the ones that I was showing. And also, we did this at my friend's house. And then when we came home, I was frantically trying to get help from anyone. And I have goosebumps right now. Me and my friend were sitting side by side in my bed, emailing everyone we could find that has had similar experiences with that same entity. And when I think we were both writing to the same person, we were sending an email to this person who had a really, really bad experience with that. And in the middle of it, I felt something go like that. And I turned to my friend, and she, like, stopped. And she was like, "Did you feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah, did you?" And then we turned around, and I saw the same thing that I saw sitting across the table from me when we were doing that. So I left that room, and then later we went on and we were broadcasting to get our minds off of it, and that fan, the AC wasn't on because it was in the middle of winter, heater wasn't on, no windows were open, and it was off. It started, like, moving, like, spinning, like someone had pushed it, because any of you who have pushed a fan know what it looks like. And I was like, and we started freaking out because we were home alone, so we couldn't do anything. That went on for 5 months, and I heard banging every night. I no longer sleep in that bedroom. Yeah. Yeah, so that probably is the reason I am, like, scared of everything and I'm really jumpy. Yeah. So, I really hope if any of you have trouble after using a Ouija board, just immediately get help. Immediately. Because it doesn't get better. Like, I had to do so many things, like a bunch of house cleansings. I had to burn white candles every day. And this one thing, I got a black candle and it said protection, but white candles do that. So I had a bunch of white candles lit for months. And I think that's helping, but things still happen sometimes. Definitely not as bad. But just get help if you are doing that. And yeah, please.